something.
What up? What's going on, everybody?
Woo!
Welcome to another edition of the Sports Office. Woody!
Yes.
What up, dog?
How you doing, my man?
I'm good. You look like you rolled Corliss Williamson to get that thing. Where'd you get that? That's nice.
I've had this for years, Dan. I figured I'd bring it out because the Pistons are going to Mexico City to play the Dallas Mavericks on Saturday.
Nice win last night.
Exactly. It was a big win last night.
It was a good one. Two young teams up and coming in the East, and they got the victory.
There was a ton of young talent on the floor last night from both teams. I really liked the way the Pistons played defense on Banchero, kept him to the outside and did not let him get loose on the inside last night.
Watch your fingers.
Watch out, man.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Is this the ghost of Jared Goff?
Exactly right. Not to be played with right here. Let's welcome in Burchie. Burchie, what do you say, man? Sports Office is rocking.
Hey, Burchie! Hey!
Boys.
How you doing, my man?
It's good to see you. Miller's late.
Fellas, how about you?
We're good, man. Miller's
acting
running
like this is
late.
normal.
I just left him. We were in a poker game with a couple of former athletes. They picked me clean.
Really? Oh, my goodness. I don't know if you want to be doing that.
Hopefully he'll fare better than I did.
Oh, boy.
Burchie, what's going on?
Hey, boys, how we feeling?
Hey. So I got a bone to pick with the Tigers, I think.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice
boy,
to
here we
see you
go.
there.
See what I did?
I like
Hey,
that.
Listen,
I like
you
that.
tell me, Burchie, because you're baseball elite, how much validity should we put putting into this John Heyman report that the Tigers offered to Skubal last year was for less than $80 million over 4 years because it's got a lot of people angry, including me.
Look, the New York Post is pretty dialed on Major League Baseball, and between John Heyman and Joel Sherman, they have two of the more plugged-in reporters nationally in the sport. So I do put some stock into it. I don't think that the New York Post would run with that and publish it if there wasn't some validity to it. And look, if that's what the Tigers offered Skubal last year, I'm not surprised that we have heard some hints of, I don't want to say bitterness, but frustration on the part of Tarek Skubal. He's mentioned a couple times this past season that the business side of baseball isn't nearly as beautiful as the simple and pure baseball side. And, this could be a hint into a potential divorce. The Tigers certainly still control how this plays out, but that feels like a pretty bad place to start a negotiation. And look, I know the offer would have covered 2 of his arbitration years, but he's projected to make about $18 million next year, even through arbitration. So that money was coming to him. If we consider it's $20 million a year, that money was probably coming to him regardless. So the gap that the New York Post references of $250 million is more real than it's not, and there's a lot of work to do between these two parties to potentially bridge it.
Well, when I first heard that $250 million gap between the two, it seemed inconceivable to me if you figured that the Tigers were making a legitimate offer. And I want to be fair here. How in the world can they be considered legitimate if that's the money that you're offering? And I'm trying to understand. If people have been talking about 400 plus over 10 years for the last 18 months, how do you make that offer and seriously bring it to the table if in fact that happened?
Maybe because $400 million wasn't real to start with.
It's going to be real for somebody.
Well, somebody's going to overpay. I mean, the way this looks now, I don't see him. He can't pitch for the Tigers. He can't.
No, this deal's dead on arrival.
I mean, if this is.
No, it's
Look, I don't know where to look anymore. I don't know where to look anymore on this show. I'll be honest with you. I mean,
it's not an overpay because somebody's going to give him that money. That's what the market dictates right now. Somebody is going to give him that money. And Burchie, look, I don't know that Tiger fans anticipate or even believe there's a chance in the world that they're going to pay him that money. But at the end of the day, this is something that doesn't make them look good organizationally, regardless of where this thing goes. And I think that's the shock value of it, is that offer is so low that I hope at some point, if it is true, that Scott Harris will say, here's why we did it, here's what we were thinking.
Does it change your mind a little bit on him going 6 innings and 99 pitches? Maybe he knew something?
Well,
Said,
he's
forget
right.
this.
He's right here. He's right.
Sorry. I keep looking over here.
Yeah, he's
he said,
right.
forget this.
My way.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think Tarek knew that he hasn't been signed yet, and when you look around the majors at the pitchers who have been pushing themselves past the 100 pitch limit in the playoffs, it's guys who have cashed in. But I think there are two comparables here that are constructive in this conversation. One is Zach Wheeler, the Phillies ace, who signed for $42 million a year at age 33. And as soon as he signed that contract, the floor for Skubal's next deal became at least $40 million per year over, say, 10 years, or 45 up to 50 over 5 or 6 years. And the other one that's worth looking at is Garrett Crochet, who signed with the Red Sox at the outset of this season for $170 million over 6 years, and that included one of his arbitration-eligible years. And that was a pitcher coming off just his first All-Star season. The Tigers made this reported offer to Skubal. He was coming off winning the AL pitching Triple Crown and is now in line to win his second straight AL Cy Young. $80 million over 4 years, in my mind, is offensive to offer that pitcher with that resume, and is a good way to end a conversation before it potentially even begins.
There doesn't seem to be a clean solution here that's a no-brainer. You can make the case, let's forget this offer, put it aside for just a second, because I think it's one of the most fascinating questions that we've had in Detroit sports, and I've been around a long time. So, look, you can make the case for keeping him and trying to make a World Series run, and you can sit at the same table and look at that person and say, you're nuts, because then he walks away and you get nothing other than what amounts to, comparatively, a meaningless draft pick, or you can try to trade him. So how do you weigh those two sides of the equation, and is there even a third solution? Maybe the All-Star break is the third one. How do you see it?
I think the third solution is offering him, say, a 6-year, $300 million deal this offseason. And if you're reticent to give him that 10-year, $450 million deal, this is a way to avoid it while still paying him what he's worth and making him an offer compelling enough for him to consider signing. And at the very least, if he turns it down, saving some face with not only your fans, but future free agents around Major League Baseball to be able to say, we made at least a good faith offer to him. And I'm not sure that Skubal wouldn't accept that offer. I mean, if they offered him $50 million a year, he'd be resetting the market for pitching exclusive players, and he would be signed through his age 35 season and would give him a chance theoretically to cash in again. But to me, that feels like a, maybe not realistic for the Tigers, but a sensible third solution here. And if they're not amenable to that, I do think that it's worth entering next season with Tarek Skubal and trying to chase a World Series with the best pitcher in baseball, even if that means he walks for nothing more than a compensation pick next offseason.
I've heard some people say that he won't bring as much in a trade as some might believe that he would because of the one-year contract. Now, there's a couple ways to look at that. Is the team that trades for him the team that plans on giving him the big contract and keeping him? Maybe then they're motivated to offer more in terms of players. But the trade market itself, would you imagine, is extremely active and productive enough that the Tigers at least have to listen this winter?
I lost you at the end, but I can follow your train of thought, and I'm with you. You've lost some leverage here now that A, teams know he's only signed for one more year, and B, teams know that you probably aren't willing to pony up the money that it's going to take to keep him. So to me, if it's trade or keep, the trade comes at 50 cents on the dollar theoretically, and I don't think it makes sense to trade him at that point. It would make more sense to me to keep him and try and chase the World Series that you are closing in on, having been to the playoffs 2 years in a row. It's a gut-wrenching decision either way. And again, I think there is a path for the Tigers to retain him without having to extend a 10-year, $450 million offer.
You know what, Will? I hope they can retain him. Okay, I'll say that. But if they do retain him, will they put enough into the rest of the team to make this happen, to bring it over the finish line? They still need another arm. They still need a bat. They still need all these things. Are they going to spend the money on that after paying Skubal all this? I don't know. I just don't know.
It's a fair reservation. I'm not going to tell you they certainly would. I think you would point to their prospect pipeline and envision a team with Skubal and those guys added to it that could be formidable without, say, having to sign a player like Alex Bregman to add to it. You know, Kevin McGonigal, who's a top prospect in baseball, will be on this team next year. Mm-hmm. You would assume he jolts this lineup, and they have more bats coming. So maybe the answers offensively can come from within, and you can keep the ace of your staff.
I've heard people lauding the fact that maybe Aiden Hutchinson gets Alliance a hometown discount. It was like $8 million. Because that would have put us over Michael Parsons, which didn't happen. Do you believe in hometown discounts for baseball players? Because what would that be? I've seen people talk about it. I don't know what that would be, and I think that also brings Woody's question into view. If you're Derek Skubal, and let's just say you weren't willing to give a hometown discount, are you going to give a hometown discount to an organization that you're not convinced is going to do everything that it takes to win?
There you go.
When you look at what happened when Ohtani went to LA, do you think that was something that he dreamed about, playing a World Series and playing with a team that is willing to do anything to get to the World Series?
Yeah, Skubal should not be in the business of giving a hometown discount. And even if he was, he would have to be entirely assured that they would take the savings on the hometown discount and reinvest it into the roster. And I'm not sure he would do that. But here's the other point I want to make, guys. And people overlook this all the time when they talk about hometown discounts. All of these players have an obligation to each other to maximize their value so that everyone else can maximize their own value. If Tarek Skubal takes a hometown discount, and let's say it's $30 million a year over 7 years, the next best pitcher has to settle for less than that because Tarek Skubal didn't chase his own value. And there's a players association for a reason. They want to maximize their earnings across the board, and Skubal owes it to them as much as himself to chase every last cent that he's worth. And if there was some sort of hometown discount on a long-term deal, maybe instead of $300 million over 6 years, it's closer to $250 million. But I think at that point, Skubal is cheapening himself. And that's just not a road that makes sense for him or his fellow players to even entertain.
Birchie, you kind of brought up a good point earlier about the Tigers saving face to give him a good offer. It almost feels like this team needs to do that because the fan base and the media assume that they're cheap and they're going to keep lowballing their players. So do the Tigers actually need to offer him a big money contract just to save face with their fans?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it went a long way with this fan base when they found out how much the Tigers offered Bregman last year and how close they were to signing him. Even when he turned around and took the last-minute offer for $40 million per year, Aaron Judge money from the Red Sox, I think a lot of the fans here were reassured that, hey, at least we made a legitimate offer. At least we were actually in these sweepstakes to the very end, and we made him an offer that he was seriously considering. And even though they lost out on him, that seemed to restore some level of faith in Chris Ilitch as an owner and in Scott Harris as a GM. And so I do think at the very least they could make Skubal that, again, good faith offer that would demonstrate to their fan base and to other players that they're a serious team that is willing to spend the money that it takes to win consistently in the major leagues.
Birch, you follow saying you're going to be on with this 10 a.m. Sunday morning from Coors Field.
Yeah, baby. I can't wait for the Amik Robertson, Justin Jefferson rematch of the rematch because, of course, we saw them battle last year in the NFC North deciding game in the season finale. But that was a rematch of their high school clashes back in the day when they used to go at it. They went at it so hard in one college recruiting camp at LSU. And the film of this is out there that they had to be pulled apart by coaches because they were clashing heads on every single play. So they have a history that is built on competitiveness for sure, but also some mutual respect. And Amik Robertson won round 2 last year in that finale. I would assume he'll get every bit of Justin Jefferson on Sunday, and round 3 should be a doozy, man. No one can punch up and kind of above his weight class like Amik Robertson. And Jefferson wants to get one back on him after the way last season ended. So to me, that's the most fascinating kind of spicy matchup to watch on Sunday afternoon.
Birchie, you're the man.
Birchie.
You guys are.
Birchie.
We'll talk soon. Appreciate you. See you, fellas.
All right. And Birchie will check in with him, like you said, Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Game Day Live. You will be there with Bojo.
Can't wait.
TJ, the gang, Hammer, everybody. All right.
It smells weird over here.
It's
It's decay. Oh, God.
We'll be right back. Sports Office is coming up.
We're back. Sports Office rolling on. What's
Yeah.
up? What's up?
How you doing,
wait,
baby?
I thought you were.
You guys have done a great job.
Where have you been?
Why are you here? Always.
I think your replacement is ready to go.
I'm very Hey, listen, tell me twice to leave and I go. That's the easiest thing to do. That's the
I like
rule,
this
right?
guest host.
Tell me once you're kidding. Tell me
Exactly.
twice.
Tell me
you
twice
mean
you're
it.
serious.
Yeah,
Exactly.
well, he's
right.
dead serious.
Good point by
Emphasis
you.
on the dead, yeah.
Good point by you. We got some Zoom calls. How do you reach us? Well, you go to the Zoom link right there and you tap on it, and then you can join us.
Or you type in the numbers.
Or type in the numbers,
Exactly.
the Zoom link, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't move much, does he?
No.
No.
He's talking. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
how do you feel about some Zoom calls?
Who do we have in the Zoom room?
Papa Doc.
Papa Doc.
Papa
what's
Doc!
up? What's going? What's
going
good?
on, fellas? I like the new friend in the middle.
Hey.
What's his name? Bones?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll call him Bones
We'll
for
go with
now. Yeah, we'll
Bones,
go
yeah.
with Bones tonight.
Y'all should have put a Vikings jersey on him because it's making it look like Jared Goff gonna be in his skins.
we can't have Vikings jerseys around here, man.
Yeah, that's
We don't
Against
do
the
that.
rules.
We don't do that. True story.
That's how
back
we
in-
gonna beat them. We gonna beat the skins off of them.
Well, we beat them 5 in a row. We got to figure out a way to make it 6. But listen, These guys always scare me. Anytime Justin Jefferson walks in the room, I get worried. That dude's just, I don't care if it's 3rd and 30. That dude is a problem.
He scares me.
Yeah, not much scares you. He's a problem, no doubt about it. But, yeah, so we're looking forward. You're looking forward to the game, so we're looking forward to the game. It'll be right here on Fox 2, 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I see my prediction to be 38-17.
38-17. That'd be great.
I'm a little
Wow.
surprised. I'm a little surprised. Papa Dot, thank you, man. I'm a little bit surprised the
Right.
Lions are 8.5-point favorites in this thing.
Because Minnesota isn't good is the thing. They're not a good football
but
team.
You still got to respect the talent.
That's a very big number for an
You got-
NFL
it is
game.
and here's
it's
the thing.
huge.
You have no idea what to expect out of J.J. McCarthy.
Right.
Well,
Right.
he's had like one good quarter.
He could be puffed up or he could be
He could be. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bones.
He made a deal with me.
Oh, he did.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's a good
Listen,
point.
I think you go into a game expecting their best.
Yeah, and you're going to get it. I mean, you
They've
mentioned
lost
it.
2 in a row. This is a talented team that's going to be desperate.
Jefferson and the other guys in that receiver room, they're not sitting there saying, "Oh, this is going to be, we're okay with this." No, they're not okay with it.
No.
They're going to do everything they can to help J.J. McCarthy.
Yep.
They're going to do everything they can to take the wind out of the crowd and everything else, for this game.
It's going to be a game. I'm telling you.
It's going to
be
be a big
ready.
one.
I understand it. I do. But they haven't looked that good. And I don't want to downplay a division opponent.
I hope on Monday that I'm telling you you're right.
I agree
But I'm
with
telling
you.
You can tell me I'm right.
I
I
think
agree
they're going
with
to be
you.
ready to play.
James,
I'm
I
not
agree
saying
with
the
you.
Lions aren't going to win.
Right.
I hear you.
I'm just saying the Vikings are going to show up. Don't think you're rolling the ball out there and this thing's just going to come
Exactly.
running
I understand. I do. I just.
to you. Yes, sir.
You're dead wrong.
Oh,
Lions are going to crush him.
crush them.
We'll
Crush
see.
'em. I like that
don't know.
prediction.
There's a lot of confidence in
Bones
this room.
talks
What we
about
got over
crushing.
here?
Benjamin Flores.
Benjamin Flores, what's going on, man?
Hey,
You're next
Ben, how
up.
you doing, Ben? Woo!
What's good, man?
Can you hear me?
You're
Yeah,
up,
Ben,
man.
you're
you're
good.
on, man.
You're good,
You're
Ben.
up.
All right. Yeah, I'm back from the trip to Sydney.
How was it?
Tiring.
You were down
It
under,
was
man.
tiring.
Down under.
Any Lions fans?
Yes.
Really?
Plenty of Lions fans. Lions
Like
fans.
it.
Love
Lions
it.
fans in
Like it.
Australia.
Yeah. So the question I have is obviously I was listening to 97.1 this afternoon to
All
the
right.
store, and this Tarek Skubal thing is scaring the late daylights out of me right now. Because
Scaring
I'm
them.
like, are we going to lose him? Are we going to gain him? Are we going to lose him? Like, what's going on? Like,
What-
I heard from the agent that he might be traded at the winter meetings, and I'm like, oh gosh, please do not tell me that we're going to trade him, because I was talking with my uncle, and he's like, if we lose Skubal, then we're basically toast. We've got no other good pitcher than
Yeah,
Tarek Skubal.
here's what I
Flaherty
would
could be the
say. I don't
Yes.
know, Benjamin. Thank you for joining us tonight. I don't know that there's a clean answer to this thing. I don't know that there's an easy answer for Scott Harris and AJ Hinch and Chris Ilitch to say this is what we do. I don't think they're going to pay him. I think what Burchie said is a good maybe idea. 7 years,
Less
$315
years, more money.
million,
Right.
out option after 2, something like that. And maybe that's a way to bridge the gap, keep him here, keep fans happy, and keep this ball club contending because he's the best pitcher in baseball. But if they don't have the money, excuse me?
You have to go break, man.
Oh,
You want to hear from Z.
I'm still pontificating. Oh, we got to go to break because we got Deep Thoughts with Z coming up next. Zoom call right there. Barry back. It's Thursday, so you know what time it is. My man. What we got?
So dig this. The
Hey.
theme real quick tonight.
Keep going. Keep going.
Theme tonight is lessons. So the first one, there are no mistakes, only lessons. Because the lesson will be repeated until it is learned, because learning lessons never ends. That's what I
it?
got. That's it.
One more time.
There are no mistakes, only lessons, because lessons will be repeated until they're learned, and learning lessons never ends. Each one reach one, each one teach one.
A mistake is a lesson.
Yeah, baby.
Embrace it. Learn.
See?
You
Listen to
only
the
need it
man.
once.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
See ya.